The story of the Virgin of Guadalupe begins in the year 1531 on the hills of Tepeyac near Mexico City. An indigenous man named Juan Diego Cuautlatlahuatzin, a recent convert to Christianity, witnesses the Virgin's first appearance. The Virgin Mary, identified as the Virgin of Guadalupe, appears to Juan Diego and asks him to build a church in her honor at that place. Her presence is described as radiant and miraculous, inspiring devotion and awe. Juan Diego, full of doubts, goes to the Bishop of Mexico, Fray Juan de Zumraga, to tell him about the apparition and the Virgin's request. The bishop, skeptical, asks for a sign to prove the truth of the vision. The Virgin appears again to Juan Diego and instructs him to gather roses on the hill of Tepeyac, a miraculous event since it was winter and not the season for flowers. The roses would be the sign for the bishop. When presenting himself to the bishop, Juan Diego opens his tilma, a type of cloak, and the roses fall to the ground, revealing the miraculous image of the Virgin of Guadalupe imprinted on the fabric. This image is considered a miracle and a divine sign. The bishop and the witnesses kneel before the tilma, recognizing the miracle. The news of the apparition and the miracle spreads quickly, turning the Virgin of Guadalupe into a symbol of faith and hope. Following the miracle, the construction of a church in honor of the Virgin of Guadalupe begins at Tepeyac. This sanctuary quickly becomes a pilgrimage center for believers from all over Mexico and beyond. Juan Diego's tilma, bearing the image of the Virgin, is kept in the church and attracts thousands of pilgrims. It becomes a powerful religious symbol, uniting indigenous and Spanish cultures under the Catholic faith. Over time, the Virgin of Guadalupe becomes the patroness of Mexico and a symbol of Mexican identity, transcending religion to become an emblem of national unity and cultural resistance. The image of the Virgin of Guadalupe has been studied and venerated for centuries. Despite scientific analysis, the originality and state of preservation of the tilma remain a mystery and a source of faith. Thank you very much for your attention. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell.